Welcome to Cooking with Kay. First of all, I want to say hello to all my new subscribers. Yay, slowly but surely. Slowly is not a word, but slowly is. Slowly but surely. I thank you all for joining me. Today we're going to do something called pasta alla checca, and the only reason this isn't a Kay's quickie is because I have to make the pasta, which takes 5 to 6 minutes. So let me tell you what we're doing today. It's very easy. Usually the alla checca sauce is just you put everything together and then you pour it over warmed pasta. But I like to put everything together in a pot or a pan and cook it up and then pour it over the pasta. So I'm just going to do it my way. So anyway, these are our ingredients. Are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, we have about 3 cloves, very large cloves of garlic, a little less than a cup of white onion, about 5 plum tomatoes. Plum tomatoes are like kind of little elongated. They're not round, but they're a little elongated. I've cut up some spinach, whole spinach leaves. And then I'm going to finish off my sauce with basil. I chopped up some basil and mozzarella. This is just mozzarella cheese that I've cut up. Whole mozzarella cheese that I've cut up. And of course we have our olive oil. And we only do brown in our house. So this is whole wheat pasta. We don't have white rice or pasta or anything, or bread or anything. We use whole wheat pasta, and this is a penne rigate. And I like the ridges because it holds the sauce very nicely. So on my burner in the back there, I already have my water pot boiling. So in a little bit, my water should be ready. But before I get started on putting the sauce together, which is going to be yummy and tasty, I want to show you the mozzarella balls, how it started on. But this is a mozzarella cheese, and you see how it looks? It comes in a ball like that. And sometimes you can get a little bocce balls. I don't know what they call them, but I call them kiss balls, little tiny balls. But I got this, and I'm just going to cut up this last piece because you can never have enough cheese. That is my motto. You can never have enough garlic, and you can never have enough cheese. You can never have enough olive oil. You just can never have enough. So I'm just going to chop this up and add it to the rest. And that sauce that you see, this water, just make sure, not the sauce, but the water that you see when this mozzarella comes in, when it's packaged, just make sure it doesn't dry out. And that's that. So I'll meet you at the stove in a minute. I'm going to get all my ingredients to the stove and I'll show you how to make the sauce, okay? So I'll be right back. Hey everybody, our pasta water is ready. So before I put in my whole wheat pasta, I'm going to salt this water. It's the only time we get to flavor our pasta. So if you don't salt it then, it just won't be flavorful. So salt your water now. Alright, so I'm just going to pour in my 2 boxes of whole wheat pasta. Stir it around, and I'm going to let that marinate. I'm going to use the same spoon because what's wrong with mixing the flavors? I don't see anything wrong with that. Let's get our sauce ready. So over here for my sauce, this is what we're going to be using. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about the salt and pepper that you want to use earlier. So add that to your ingredients, salt and pepper. So I'm just going to start with a liberal dousing of olive oil. I mean, like really ridiculous. I mean, because this is your sauce. So do what you need to do. Alright? And then in that, I'm just going to add in my onions. And I don't want to burn the garlic, so I'll add that later. My tomatoes. And my spinach. And really we're just warming this through. Really. We're not going to keep this in here for long. I'm going to mix that in, and now I'm going to go ahead and add those 3 cloves of garlic. Okay. And that's it really. I'm just going to salt and pepper this. Doesn't that look pretty? Have you guys noticed that I use a lot of tomatoes often? Because I like the flavor of tomatoes. And they're healthy. And they make everything look fresh and tasty. By the way, don't believe the KFC commercials. Have you guys ever realized that there's nothing made with tomatoes at KFC? But on the commercials they have tomatoes? That's because tomatoes imply freshness. Just a little tip. I always thought that was odd. I got to thinking one day. Anyway, so back to my sauce. I'm going to add my pepper. And my salt. Excuse me. And you can add your salt and pepper to taste. And see how that comes together very nicely, you guys. Really, this is it. So really, at this point, I'm just going to work on that a little bit more. Just to get all the flavors incorporated. I think I add a little bit more olive oil. Just a little bit. Another reason you don't have to add too much is when you cut up your tomatoes, you can put the seeds and everything in there. So, and then when that salt gets in here, it's going to bring all that sweetness and juice out of the tomatoes. So that makes your sauce even more saucier. So I'm just going to cook this in, and we're just basically waiting on our pasta to get ready. And that's really it. Once the pasta's done, this meal is going to come together, and I'll see you in a few minutes before tasting. Yeah, you know how we end this. You know how we end this. Okay. It's time to put everything together. Take a look at this sauce. Golden, ready, beautifully done. I've already drained my pasta. So I'm just going to pour this right over this here sauce, over this here pasta here. Oh, it's glorious. Oh, that just looks so wonderful. Let me just go ahead and get all that incorporated. Here's when I start singing the praises of garlic again. Can you say it with me? The house smells awesome. Anyway, I'm going to add my mozzarella cheese in and just get that incorporated in. And I'm just going to finish it with my basil. I don't want to put the basil in with the sauce because I'm kind of worried it might turn dark. But this way we get the bite of that sweet, lovely, licoricey bite. And that's it really, everybody. I'm going to spoon some in and do a really quick taste because you know how we do. Don't be scared. It's glorious. It's time to taste. Let's see if I can get a little of everything. And remember, you guys, it's meatless week, so hence no meat. Now, if you wanted to add meat, this is really good with a little bits of prosciutto. So when you want to make this and you want it with meat, that really nice, subtle, salty bite of prosciutto ham goes really well with this meal. I know you want some, Padre. That's my dog. You can't have any of this. This is really, really excellent. This is what I'm eating this week. The only reason not a case quick is because I had to make pasta and that takes a little bit longer. But for all intents and purposes, it's good. It's excellent. It's fast. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Thanks, subscribers. Keep coming back. Bye-bye.